Hey everyone! Welcome back to K Joy Newsroom. I'm your host Ara, and today we're going to talk about the court's big decision in the ADOR NewJeans case, and what this might mean for NewJeans' future. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update from KJoy. On October 30th, KST, the Seoul Central District Court ruled in favor of ADOR in its lawsuit confirming the validity of its exclusive contract with NewJeans. The court declared that the contracts signed back in April 2022 remain valid, and ADOR will continue to be the group's management company. The judge stated, "It is difficult to say that the defendants, NewJeans, continuing their entertainment activities with the plaintiff, ADOR, goes against their free will or forces them to fulfill their exclusive contract. We recognize that the exclusive contract will remain valid and that ADOR will be the management company for NewJeans under the exclusive contract. The defendants shall bear the costs of the litigation. In other words, NewJeans is legally bound to continue their activities under ADOR until July 31st, 2029. The court also noted that ADOR's dismissal of its former CEO, Min Hee Jin, did not justify the contract termination, rejecting NewJeans' claim that her firing damaged their ability to work. Now, if you've been following this drama, you know it's been building since late 2024. That's when NewJeans first announced their intention to terminate their contract, saying their trust in ADOR had completely broken down after Min Hee Jin and all her former staff resigned, leaving the company under new control by HYBE. From the group's side, this change felt like a betrayal. They said the creative and emotional support they once had simply disappeared overnight. ADOR, however, stood firm, insisting that the contract remained valid and that the agency was fully capable of managing NewJeans. They didn't just stay quiet. ADOR filed a lawsuit to confirm the contract's validity, arguing that the group's attempt to terminate it was one-sided and unlawful. They said the move put their investments and business operations at risk, and that the agency needed legal protection to prevent financial damage. ADOR also stressed just how much they had invested in the group's success. According to their statement, they spent 21 billion Korean won, roughly 15 million US dollars, in total to build up NewJeans, including 7 billion Korean won, about 5 million US dollars, for the debut album and 2 billion Korean won, around 1.4 million US dollars for the music videos alone, with HYBE also providing major financial support. ADOR argued that these investments directly contributed to NewJeans' explosive success and that a sudden unilateral termination couldn't be justified. They also accused Min Hee Jin of attempting to poach NewJeans over the past 3 years, further complicating the dispute. After months of legal back and forth, the court finally sided with ADOR, but the story doesn't end there. Immediately after the ruling, NewJeans' legal team announced plans to appeal, saying, "While we respect the court's decision, our clients remain of the position that it is difficult to return to ADOR and resume activities when all trust between the two sides has been effectively shattered." The verdict set off an explosion of reactions online. On the coup, one netizen wrote, "It's heartbreaking to see this happen. You can't force an artist to stay somewhere they no longer trust. The bond is already broken." Another pointed out, "I understand contracts are important, but what's the point of keeping a team together when the creative soul behind it, Min Hee Jin, is gone?" Over on Reddit, a user commented, "Pushing literal teenagers to sign 7-year contracts is crazy. These idols deserve more protection in the system." Another wrote more bluntly, "At the end of the day, ADOR invested millions. The court isn't going to ignore that. It's business, not emotions." On Twitter, one fan said thoughtfully, "NewJeans were supposed to represent the new era of freedom in K-pop. But this ruling shows how old industry structures still control everything." And another netizen actually sided strongly with ADOR, saying, "People forget how much risk agencies take. If artists can just walk away after success, no company would dare invest in trainees." The court made the right call. The collective sentiment online is sharply divided. Many fans empathize with the members, saying creative trust and emotional safety should matter more than contracts. Others see this as a necessary wake-up call, that K-pop, at its core, is still a business where long-term contracts protect both sides from chaos. Meanwhile, controversy deepened when reports surfaced that a minor fan had launched a crowdfunding campaign to help pay for NewJeans' legal fees, raising over 50 million won in 8 hours without proper registration. That led to an official investigation and even more debate about how emotionally charged this battle has become for fans. At its heart, this case is no longer just about one girl group. It's about the balance of power between idols and their agencies, the meaning of trust in entertainment contracts, and how far creativity can stretch before it hits a legal wall. So, Joysters, what do you think? Was the court right to uphold ADOR's contract, or should NewJeans have been allowed to walk away after losing all trust? And what do you think this means for the group's future? Can they truly move forward under ADOR? Or will this legal war leave a lasting scar on their career? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll be reading them all. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in to KJoy. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're always first to know what's happening in the world of K-pop. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and stay tuned.